Izuku Midoriya. YN was in charge of showing a new student around school. So a shadow, as you could say. Only problem with the student was a boy. Izuku walked with his precious girlfriend to the office to retrieve the student. YN noticed the obvious look, disgust and jealousy in Izuku's eyes, but hell, he had to deal with it. He better not touch her. Izuku grumbled as he, Bakugo, and Todoroki watched from afar. Shota just came along for the fun, but this was getting pretty fun, since he got to see his usually calm friend all angry. Bakugo didn't really have a choice, since Izuku had practically begged him for help. This is dumb as shit. Why the hell am I here? Kachan growled. Because... Shut up, you two. They've stopped. Izuku growled. And here is the... Who gives a shit? Let's go to a secluded place and have some fun. The boy put his hand around her waist. YN blushed bright red and lifted up her hand to slap him. But suddenly, a huge gust of wind roared through the hallways. The boy had flown to a wall, and protective arms wrapped around your body. You looked up to see an angry, worried, pouty Izuku. And God, did he look cute. Are you okay? He fumed, still looking at the guy. As Kachan and Todoroki ganged up on him. Yeah, I'm fine. He smiled, seeing him all pouty and protective. You weren't going to mention it, because you knew he was jealous. So jealous, in fact, that he refused to let you out of his sight. Bakugo Katsuki. He hated YN's little cousin with a burning passion. The little turd loved to cling to her and ask for affection. But the look he gave him when he hugged her proved he did that shit on purpose. Today, he thought he'd finally get some alone time with her. But he was wrong. What the hell is this little shit doing here? He yelled as his hands created explosions. YN's cousin grinned at him with a smug look on his face. He was literally going to spread his guts all over the room in a minute. The little jerk ran into YN's arms. YN smiled and kissed Bakugo, which helped his mood. But then the brat kissed her cheek in front of him. Well, aren't you just an attention hog? Bakugo growled. Stop being mean, Bakugo. He's just a kid. YN sighed. She put the brat down and he ran off somewhere. Bakugo tackled YN to the couch and snuggled his head against her chest as she giggled. Her fingers combed through his hair as she pepper kisses over his face. Let's lock the kid in the closet and have some fun. He smirked, pressing a kiss on her cheek. No, Bakugo. She whined. He growled and kissed her roughly. She was surprised at first, but she melted into it soon. Her lips were so soft. They were a perfect match for his. YN. They both jumped as the brat spoke again. He growled and glared at the stupid kid, making him piss himself from fight. Bakugo! YN sighed as she picked up the annoying 3-year-old. Don't be jealous, he's just a kid. He needs a lot more attention than you. I'm not jealous. Shota Todoroki. Oh my god, Shota was so cute when he was little. YN smiled as she looked through his baby photos with his sister. Fuyumi finally got some time off so she could officially meet YN, but still, he wanted some time with YN too. Fuyumi continued to talk to her, and he felt ignored. His sister started to braid YN's hair, so he took the opportunity to make his presence known. He laid himself across YN's legs and pouted. YN's hand rested on his head, and ruffled his hair. But then she'd get distracted by Fuyumi. He pouted and placed her hand on his head again. So she would pet his head. Ryan smiled at him and played with his hair. "I love you," he hummed. "So, is teaching grade schoolers difficult?" "No, but it's difficult when the children start getting their quirks." He had been ignored. He pouted and looked up at Fuyumi. He hugged Ryan, which surprised her, and glared at his sister. "I want her complete attention," he fumed. Fuyumi giggled and excused herself as he continued to hold on to Ryan. He pouted at Ryan and purposely made his hands colder as he snuggled them up her shirt. She squealed to his touch and tried to get him off, but he refused to let her go. Shoto, it's cold." Ryan sighed. "That's how it felt when you were ignoring me." He pouted. "Wait, where you just..." He shut her up with a kiss and continued to kiss her until she fainted from overheating. He's never letting her do this to him again. Ijiro Kirishima. Ryan knew her boyfriend was obvious as hell sometimes, and even accepted it. But never once had she thought that he would ever get jealous of someone else. You and Tetsu had been friends since middle school, and Ijiro was completely unaware of your friendship. Until he saw Tetsu in your home. He had came over like any other day, and noticed you and Tetsu playing Just Dance in your living room. You both looked so happy, but Ijiro had this strange feeling in his stomach, and he didn't like it. He waited for you to both finish dancing before making his presence known. You looked so happy to see him, and Tetsu was a little surprised, but nonetheless happy. "Hey, Sharky," you cheered, pressing a kiss to his lips. "Wait, he's your boyfriend?" Tetsu yelled in shock. "Yeah, you got a problem with that?" Ijiro growled, picking you up and carrying you to your room. You were pretty surprised by his outburst, but you smiled, understanding why he was upset. Your boyfriend was freaking jealous, and he was so damn cute. He was stuck cuddling with you the rest of the day, and Tetsu eventually left, since he never came out of your room.